This is Mario Central here within the midst of the conversation where we left off. Hopefully this will not end in my downfall, or else once again, hint hint, this will make the blooper reel. I really should have saved, shouldn't I? After that Cipher admin Snaddle fight. That wasn't very smart of me, but that's okay. We trudge onwards with Shuckle and Blissey, and we counter with Leave and Blueby, who I think will be able to do the job. Unfortunately, Blueby's still asleep. I really need to heal. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting this fight. I completely forgot about this. I hope it's not that hard because I really don't want to lose. I don't like losing on camera. I don't mind it, but I'd prefer I'd not lose on camera. Thank you very much. Well, that just proves my point right there. Blissey just died with one Brick Break from not even a fighting Pokemon. It was from Shiftry. So I told you, it can happen. And she was only 4 levels down. So, I mean, that's no excuse. She has pretty bad defense, but still, there is a way of working around that. You just gotta know how to use her. Oh, he poisoned me. Okay, well, oh, that's all she has. Oh, or he, sorry, it's Cipher Peon Cleef. It is a guy. But all he has is a Weezing and a Shuckle. That's not too bad. Okay, I can handle this. I thought this was gonna be like he was gonna have like 2 Shadow Pokemon, and he's gonna have to face like 3 of his regular Pokemon. I thought this would be a little bit tougher, but I guess that's why I don't remember it, because it's not really important. You know, he stops you before you get to heal, which is pretty cool, by the way. I don't know if you could just go around and prevent this, but most of the time you're just going to take that elevator because you're like, well, I gotta go heal, so let me go do it. So the programmers designed it in the way that you would meet him down there. But I wonder if you went around, you probably wouldn't have to fight him, would you? I don't know, maybe the programmers were smarter than that, and you came down there, and before you even got the healing machine, he's like, stop! I'm here to prevent you from healing. Stop! In the name of healing, before you heal your Pokemon. Well, that didn't take out Weezing. No, please use it on Blueby. Oh, he's not going to. Good job, Leave. You know what? He lasted through the entire Cipher admin Snaddle fight, and then he goes and takes out 2 Pokemon here. You've got a lot to be proud of, my son. Very nice job, Leave. Honestly, that was a performance worthy of an Emmy. Where are the Emmys now, huh? He poured his heart and soul into that role. The Emmy should be lining up right there for Mr. Leave. He's the #1 actor in all of Canada. I guess that is true, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Okay, there we go. Now we're starting to get close to level 50. I'm liking this, because I want to be around there. That's like one of my goals is I want it to be at 50 before I went into the final fight, but it may or may not get there depending on how certain Pokemon do. I like the fact that after the fight, Cleef is just like, I'm sorry to have held you up. You better be sorry. I'm just trying to heal my Pokemon, man. I mean, what have you got against that? I'm just a normal guy like you trying to take down a criminal organization at the age of 10. I'm honestly. Why you do this to me, man? It's not fair. Alright, okay. Now I think the next fight involves me going after Cipher Admin Ardos, which from now on, all I'm going to be doing now is facing Cipher Admins. We have gotten to this point in the game, folks. It's getting too close to the end. I cannot believe it. I don't know what's going to happen in these next few fights, but man, I'm stoked for them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture all of them. I hope I can, because I've been on a roll ever since I killed those first 2 Pokemon, the Farfetch'd and the Raticate. Ever since then, I haven't really given up a Shadow Pokemon. I haven't really killed one by accident. I've been actually planning it through, so hopefully this continues with the trend of the string of Cipher Admin fights. You know what? I'm going to go. I was thinking James and Crow's Effect because, you know what? They have similar experience, but so does Blueby and Leave. I'm going to go with them for now, and I'll probably go with Crow's Effect and James for the next fight. I need them to level off now, so hopefully this will work. I don't know, though. I never really used these 2 as a team before, but it should work. I mean, he covers his weaknesses, Blueby will cover his weaknesses, so it should work out fairly well. I don't know Ardos' team, though. It has been a while. It's been a while, boy. You see, exactly. You remember me? Do you recall this? I helped you and get you on board. There's no need for thanks. I was merely punishing a fool that used a Shadow Pokemon in public. At that time, we didn't want the world to know what we, Cipher, were planning. Back then, I thought you were just an ordinary child. Little did I suspect that you would become Cipher's biggest and most damaging threat. That's enough talk. You have the skills and wherewithal to reach the Dark Isle. Let me see your abilities in full glory. You gotta like this man. Honestly, look at the way he dresses. Look at the way he stands. This man is class. Honestly, look at that. He's got the shades on, blue. I mean, it works out very well. The man is clearly a fashionista. He's very, very much in style. I mean, he's got the hands in the pockets. This is a very serious fight for him. It's funny with his name, Ardos. I always think he has somewhat of a snake voice, so he kind of hisses from time to time. He appears that way to me, because he also has kind of like snake lips. So it works out. Oh, no, Swellow! Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about. They do this all the time, but they just use this move off the start of the bat. This is bad. This is my 2 Pokemon I was depending on. Oh, crap. Okay. Hopefully, Alakazam doesn't attack Shiftry, and I'll be fine. Oh, no. Please attack Bluey. No! Oh, no! Leave! No! You didn't get a chance, man. Oh, jeez. How did that happen? Now, I really hope this Body Slam doesn't finish off Swellow. Oh, wow. Now, that really sucks because those punches are special attacks, so Alakazam is good with them. Oh, man, I hope he doesn't have more. I hope that's just it. He just had the weakness for Shiftry, and that's it. Done. Now he'll focus his sights on Arcanine, and that is it. Do not attack Bluebee, please. I really need him. Okay. Let's go with Iron Tail on him. That should finish him off. Hopefully this captures Swellow. This will make my life just a tad bit easier after losing Lee that quickly. Oh, man. I was not expecting that. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Success! Yes! Okay, 1 Pokemon down. That is a Swellow. I may not talk about it right now, because right now this is pretty critical. I didn't expect this. He has 3 Shadow Pokemon, including 3 pretty powerful No! Use that on Arcanine! Use it on Arcanine! No! No! Bluebee! No! He's my main man! He's my main Oh, no. Okay. Please, James, hit him. James! You fool! Okay, Crow's Effect has no choice. No. I don't think I can attack Kingdra right now. Kingdra may finish me off, but I have to get rid of Alakazam now. Darn! I was really hoping Crow's Effect would come in here and finish off Kingdra, and James would be able to take care of Alakazam, but of course he misses. Just my luck. Ah, darn. Alright, well, Alakazam's finished off, but damn it. I forgot he had those elemental ice punches and electric punches. He had a fire punch in store. I really hope Kingdra attacks Arcanine and not Crow's Effect, because I really need him to take out Kingdra right now. And there's Heracross, so this will be... Oh, wait, so he has 2 Shadow Pokemon. Oh, no, he has 3. This is his 3rd Pokemon. See? He has a pretty powerful... Attack Arcanine. No, please live. No, oh, he did. Yes. And he's faster, too. Okay, Dragon Breath will at least do it. It's not going to finish him off, but it will do enough damage. That's all I need for him, because James can take out Heracross. Oh, crap, but he has to recharge. Oh, shoot. Man, if James didn't miss that Iron Tail, I would have been fine. I didn't want to use Flamethrower because Alakazam has good specialty, so he was likely to survive that. I know Alakazam is better than that, so I wasn't... Oh, man, I probably should have just gone with Fire Blast. Honestly, I should have just gone with Fire Blast. Oh, this makes it so much... He's not gonna... Yeah, he's not gonna let him live. Darn it. Because he's faster than Kingdra too. It helps, but unfortunately... Darn, I brought him out at the wrong time. I should have kept him till later. I'm really down in the hole now. Oh, wow, honestly, Ardos has surprised me in this fight. He's the first one to legitimately surprise me in a fight. Wow. I mean, I thought that other guy was good with the Wobbuffet and Destiny Bond and Shadow Tag and all that. But this has surprised me even more. Some things have happened that I didn't expect, and thank you, Ms. Fox, for doing that. You have just been automatic with that thing, haven't you? And I don't know why you missed that. Why did I use Fire Blast? Okay, sorry, I'm not thinking anymore. I should have just used Flamethrower there. But you know what I was afraid of? I was also afraid of Thunder missing, and of course that's not going to do much to him. Why do these Pokemon have to keep using this move? I don't know. Will you stop hurting yourself? Oh god, miss. No! Not James too! No! He survived! Oh yeah, the sun's up! Yes! James! 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 He has been, regardless that he missed Iron Tail, he has been my star player so far. Oh my goodness. Honestly, good job, James. Good job. Now just use a flamethrower and Kingdra's finished. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, wow. This fight has actually gotten me serious. It's gotten me so serious I haven't even noticed the Shadow Pokemon that have come. What's the next one? I can't remember his last Shadow Pokemon. I believe it's actually a Snorlax. Oh, it is. There you go. This is going to be a little hard, though, because Snorlax is a bit powerful. And the problem is, with moves like Shadow Break, that is infinitely more powerful than Shadow Rush, it's going to be a little bit of a problem. I hope he doesn't have, because I don't think we've come across the move as yet, but there's a move called Shadow End. And that's a really risky move. It does a lot of recoil to the user, but it's an extremely powerful move if it hits. So I'm just kind of hoping that he doesn't use it right now. Hopefully, Electabuzz catches right here and make my life a little bit easier, because this has just been a roller coaster of emotions right now. Like, oh my god. I really wasn't wow. Honestly, thank you for capturing. Oh my goodness. This has been close the entire fight. Please, James! Why have you keep missing that, man? Oh shoot, he does have Shadow End. Use it on Arcanine. Thank you. Oh, whoa. Wait a second. He did, like, this much damage to Arcanine. How did he do half recoil to himself? That doesn't make sense. Wait, seriously. Think about that. He did only this much damage to Red. Or is it maybe the less the damage he does, the more damage he does to himself? I don't know how it works. But that's weird. How come he did that much damage to himself? So if he finishes off Ms. Fox or Athena, is he gonna kill himself? Like, I think that's gonna happen. What I'm thinking, should I go, I don't know if I should go with Thunder Wave or Sing. Like, I think I'll go with Sing. I'd rather have him asleep than paralyzed, and I think this will do just about enough. Good! Shadow End is an extremely inaccurate move too, so I don't think it'll hit all that well. Just as Sing, though, that really... No! Use it on Athena. Okay, thank you. She'll survive that. Okay. Basically, one hit from anybody, though, they're dead, so I have to use Thunder Wave now. I can't goof around anymore. But you see that, though? That didn't do as much recoil as he did to himself when he attacked Arcanine. I guess maybe just because he killed him? Maybe that's why he did more recoil to himself. Okay, hopefully this captures. If this captures, honestly, I'll be like the world's happiest, jovial man in the entire universe. This fight has not gone as expected, and I could really use this right now. Thank you, Yes! Yes! Woohoo! Oh, yes! Snorlax is mine, Ardos, you're finished. I win the fight, I am the victor. Things didn't go my way, and I still persevered. You are no match for me. Ha-ha! I realize now that I should have crushed you much earlier. This is out of my hands now. I must defer you to Master Greevil himself. But boy, don't think that this is over. I won't abandon my dreams. And I don't want you to, Ardos. Don't ever think that you should. And I gotta go heal real quick. Okay, now that I'm done from healing, that was one heck of a fight, I gotta say. I mean, a lot of things went wrong. First of all, I put Crow's Effect at the wrong point. A Bluebeam and Shifter did not last as long as I hoped. I had to think on my feet there, and I'm so glad that turned out the way it did. It just made things a little bit more intense. Oh, but imagine if that Snorlax didn't catch. That would have been hard, because I was down to 2 and they were both one hit away from dying. Oh, now this is quite a surprise. Of course, you have also beaten so many of my followers. Perhaps it's no surprise that you won. I must say that I haven't been this excited in a long time. I do have an appreciation for the strong, you see. However, I also cannot allow your interference. My Shadow Pokemon plan is nearing completion. So for the time being, I think I'll have you securely out of the way right where you are now. Now you see, this is something that villains need to take lesson of. He just completely blocked me from doing any sort of plans or anything like that. That's smarts right there. You gotta give him credit for that. No villain has ever thought this. They're just like, no, I'm gonna take you on, I'm gonna defeat you. No, this is the proper thing to do. Just block him out of the way and you'll be fine. I think if we go over here, we're gonna face the next fight. This is how we're gonna be able to get to them, because, unfortunately for them, they built a secret exit or an entrance to get up there. So, you know, I'm going to be able to trespass regardless of their blue wall of shiny. Their shiny blue wall, I should say, or their fluorescent blue wall. And here comes Mr. T himself.
Hey, it's me again, kid. You know, it makes me kind of happy to see you since I've seen you so often. But the way you keep battling me, my cred's taking a beating. Die!
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I had to take a breather right there.
So, Master Greevil gave me this one last chance to redeem myself. If I lose this one, there is no tomorrow. Here goes nothing. Ah, pity the fool.
Anytime I hear myself do that voice, oh my god, it just makes me laugh. But he has himself the same team basically as last time. I mean, Ardos was tough. You expect the brother to be tough, but Gorgon, I mean, because we just faced him a matter of, I don't know, 8 videos ago, or 9 videos ago, I don't even know how long it was ago. He's not all that much tougher. He has pretty much the same Pokemon, but it's still a challenging fight, so don't take him lightly. We have the original team of Blueby and Crow's Effect going on right here, so let us get it started. Sorry, I just had to take a couple breathers right there because I had to realize I'm in a serious moment right here. I gotta focus and do what I gotta do. It's so funny that that fight happened. Like, because of the stress of that fight, I didn't even once talk about the shadow Pokemon that I had to capture. And I'll talk about them now while I'm getting this chance, while I'm taking down Slowking and all of these other guys. I'm doing that so that way I can use Earthquake on them the next turn. Just so you can know, because I think Slowking will die from 1, and then Blueby will be able to heal on the very next turn. Oh boy, you thought ahead of me. Oh, but that didn't do very much. Ha-ha, Blueby's a lot more stronger than you think. If only someone on this team had Levitate or Flying as its type, that would have helped. But that's okay. I've already told you that I wanted to have Crobat instead of Shiftry, but I couldn't turn down the Shiftry and Clofil, and I think it's been the right call so far. But let's talk about the other teammates. So, buddy, Ursaring, you're slower, right? You're slower, right? Okay. Stick to that slowness. Oh, man. Okay. The other shadow Pokemon, I'll just go through it really quickly. Swellow is awesome. He's fast, he's powerful, he's really good. I like Swellow. I mean, you know I have a preference for these type of Pokemon, and for sure, I really like Swellow. Swellow's awesome. I'm gonna rest up. Well, thank goodness Mr. Ursaring was not faster. I thought he would be. Now I can just use another Earthquake and both of them will be down. But Swellow is awesome. I mean, he's basically one of the best normal flying types out there. You have to use him if you're a fan of those typings. So definitely, he's very good. Electabuzz, this is the Electabuzz I was talking about that you can get later. And, I mean, if you want, you can train the Elekid that has the elemental moves. And that's much more better for you. Or you could just capture this Electabuzz, which is pretty good too. Electabuzz was Why do you keep critical hitting him? Every time! Okay, you gotta heal up again. Sorry about this, Blueby. This has been working out well, it just, unfortunately, Blueby keeps getting critical hit. That's alright, but Ursaring is also finished. The Electabuzz, obviously, this man becomes a total beast when he becomes an Electivire in later generations. So, you save him until then. Electabuzz isn't bad, he's kind of like Magmar, you can use him, but he's not the best. He's kind of... You can still use him, though. Like, he is usable, because... Oh, he has himself a Walrein. Well, then, this makes things a lot more interesting. And here comes a Poliwrath. But, as I was saying, Electabuzz has a good enough attack. It can hold its own. It's just, it's much more better when it's an Electivire. And again, it's one of the cases that I haven't used that Pokemon because it required a trade. And at the time, I didn't have 2 systems, so I never really got to use them quite as yet. There's a lot of trade Pokemon that I want to use when I start doing LPs of Pokemon, so it'll be interesting when it gets then. It'll be my first time using them because I still want to I still don't want to use them until quite then. And oh, he's using Shadow Sky, oh boy. And then the last Pokemon is Snorlax, and you guys know what I think of Snorlax. He's one of my favorite, if not the favorite normal type that I like. Snorlax is ultimate. Honestly, he's really good. He's got the massive attack power. Please attack Mr. Blueby over there. You know, he's just sitting, sleeping. I think you need to wake him up. No! You know what? I needed Crow's Effect for that first part of the fight. Fantastic. He did his job. I am glad you did that, my sir. Thank you very much. This has gone a lot more better than that last fight. Whew, I can say that. For sure. Oh my goodness. Dun 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 dun. But Snorlax is awesome. I mean, plain and simple, the man he can destroy anything. He can take hits well. I don't think he's good. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's defense. I think it's special defense he's not as good with. I can't remember which one it is. But still, he has incredible amount of HP. It more than makes up for it. It's not even that lackluster, the one that's not as great as the other defense. His speed isn't all that bad, which is surprising considering where he's at. He's kind of like Walrein. And the man has a massive attack power. You couple that with Hyper Beam or Return, and he's much like Slacking, but better. I mean, Slacking may be faster, but Snorlax at least moves every turn, unlike every 2 turns. So I like Snorlax better for that reason, and I like him. I think he's my favorite normal type Pokemon. Anytime I saw this man sleeping on the road in the first Pokemon games, I'm like, oh no, I have to catch him. He's on my team. I can never pass down Snorlax. He's really hard to. In this game, I decided to because I was like, you know what? I want to go with like the most generic typing, but. That being said, I was like, you know what, let's just go with the most generic type. I'm not going to use Snorlax. I'll use him another time. I'll probably use him in the original Pokemon games like I do so often. That man always helps. Especially in, like, Yellow where I kind of need him. That's going to be a big help right there. Leave is doing quite a nice job, must I say. He's been picking up the slack very well. Mr. James was my star player in that last one. Even though he missed with that Iron Tail, he still was a pretty important player in that one. He lived through a lot of that. But here we have Poliwrath and Mr. Mime, the 2 Shadow Pokemon. Good job, Leave. You did your job. I'm very proud of you. Blueby is just really sticking it to him now. He's my star player of this one, clearly. Wow, like, he's still in this. That rest really does help, though, like, honestly. It really does. Well, shortly, Mr. Mime and Poliwrath, before I forget about them, because it looks like this is going to take a while to whittle them down, because I really don't want to lose them. I'm on a good roll right now. I want to keep that going. I really don't want to kill any of these shadow Pokemon. Because honestly, I know this may be a jinx, but since that time, I haven't killed a single shadow Pokemon
yet. So now, let us try to get these 2 and make this fight worthwhile. Let's get this going, boy. Take my bite. Don't do a lot. That's perfect. All right, good job. This is going to be a little hard, though, because both Pokemon I really don't want to kill, and I really don't want to damage too much, so. And they're pretty powerful, too, so this is going to be a little problematic. No! Oh, buddy! Oh, wow. That's not good at all. Oh, jeez. Please paralyze him. Okay, well, oh, sorry, he's already paralyzed. But Poliwrath and Mr. Mime for short. Poliwrath is awesome. He's a water and fighting type. It's a decent typing. I mean, electric, grass, psychic, flying. It has its fair share of weaknesses, but he's a good Pokemon. He can take hits, he can dish it out, no doubt about that. This man gets more useful as the generation moves on. I mean, when he gets into Generation 4, you can get Aqua Tail, or if he has a tail, sorry, I don't think he has one. Use Waterfall with this man, or a physical water move, and it's very good for him. I mean, honestly, he needs that physicality. He doesn't have that in this generation. He gets better in the later ones, especially with more powerful moves like close combat. This guy can be a sheer powerhouse, Mr. Mime. And I was just going to talk nice things about you, and now I'm not going to. I wasn't going to in the first place. Mr. Mime is one of those Pokemon that I know a lot of people like, and I know a lot of people use. I've never really cared for him. I've never really cared for Mr. Mime. I don't consider him that great. I know a lot of people like to use him, but I've never really considered him all that great. He always just kind of fails for me anytime I use him. He's a little bit too weak for me. He doesn't do enough damage to make up for his lack of defense. I'll say this. They have the pre-evolution for Mr. Mime and Mime Jr., which is the most cutest, adorable thing ever, if you've seen the show. And it really needs an evolution. If it has a pre-evolution, man, it really needs an evolution. Like, honestly, I'm just speaking from the heart here. I think this thing could use an evolution in the 6th generation. By the way, while this is going on, I can tell you right now, this is probably going to take a while, because both Pokemon are resisting quite well. So, by the way, let me talk a little bit about Generation 6 and how it's been going along recently with all the news. This is a lot of unconfirmed things. Nothing has actually come from Game Freak itself. But, apparently, the Fairy type is a thing. A lot of people were speculating this from the moment Sylveon was released. It's going to be a Fairy type, and I said no. It's going to be a Bug type. Well, I was wrong. The one thing that did confirm is that it was weak to Poison and Steel. which there is no type in Pokemon existence that is weak to both of those. There's no type. So Sylveon can't be any of those Pokemon. It can't be a dual type either, because EV evolutions have to be a single type. And because there's so much mystery surrounded it about its typing, I assume it's going to be a new type, and it is. Apparently it's a fairy type. It's weak to steel, and it's weak to poison. But, you know what's good about it? It's immune to dragon. Dragon is going to hit hard as well as darks. So it makes dragons a little less powerful than they used to be. Now they have a type which they can't even damage at all. That's going to be pretty harsh, yeah. And considering it's only weak to poison and steel, not a lot of dragons are going to have that in their arsenal either. A lot of people, so fairy typing is quite interesting. It doesn't do that much damage to fire types, or fighting types, and psychic types. Those are the ones that doesn't do much damage to. But regardless, it's a really cool type. I hope it's true. I don't know if it is or not. A lot of it is unconfirmed. And apparently some other things that have been revealed, you get to check your EV stats, which if you don't know what that is, basically, it's your stat on each Pokemon. Like the attack and the defense, you kind of train your Pokemon to up that stat, right? To up the special attack. Like if you're training a Mr. Mime, you want that special attack, so you face it against Pokemon that have a nice special attack, so you get that extra EV boost. Apparently you can now check that, which is great for people that want to do that. Me, myself, I've never actually done that before, and I don't have the time to do that, so I've never really wanted to. That's why I've never done Pokemon competitively, because I don't have the Pokemon necessary, and I've never EV trained, so I've never really done that. Apparently another thing that's true is that, you get to partake in a new type of battle, an aerial battle. And this, I've always been wanting this, a different type of battle for Pokemon. Not just this, but do something different. And apparently they're going to be doing that, so I'm very stoked for that. Another thing, too, is that you get to ride a Pokemon. That's cool. I mean, if you guys played Pokemon Rangers, Guardians of the Sky, that is an excellent game. You get to ride Latios, you get to ride the 3 legendary dogs. It's pretty awesome that they did that in those games, and I was always wanting for that to be in a 2D Pokemon game or a 3D Pokemon game now. And it is. We're doomed! Sorry, Mr. Gorgon, Mr. Teaser, I'm so sorry.
Blah, that was the very last chance Master Greevil gave me.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry to hear that.
How can I keep losing to some kid over and over? If this were a tree, I'd climb it to get away from all this.
Well, sorry to say, Mr. Gorgon, your battling has been terminated by Nick. And see you guys next time. This is Mario Central, signing off.